It's a love story gone very wrong. On a quiet suburban Florida street, killer and victim come face to face. Sandy Roso is dead. The killer is 20-year-old newlywed Ashley Humphrey. She says she did it for love. Ashley claims she's brainwashed by her new husband, Tracy Humphrey. But why would anyone want Sandy dead? And how does a love-struck girl become a deadly puppet? From her prison in Florida, Ashley Humphrey is about to tell me herself. I'm Candice DeLong. As an FBI agent, I worked on the front line for the world's most powerful law enforcement agency. I went undercover, I trailed terrorists, and I interviewed notorious killers. It's my job to understand the people who others cannot comprehend. Saturday, July 5th, 2003, Tampa, Florida. 20-year-old Ashley Humphrey does not deny killing Sandy Roso. She says she did it to protect her new husband, Tracy. He claims she acted on her own. But at the time of the shooting, Tracy was facing 10 years in prison for brutally attacking Sandy. He wanted her dead, but didn't want to get his hands dirty. Instead, he got his new wife, Ashley, to pull the trigger on their honeymoon. Both were found guilty. Tracy got life, Ashley, 25 years. I've seen men have extraordinary control over women, but why would Ashley kill someone she didn't even know? What made her so vulnerable? Was it her age? Her upbringing? Or is there something more to it? I'm about to find out.
Hi, Ashley. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. Thank you for sitting down with me. So, Ashley, in looking at your situation, one of the things that struck me was that you had the need to have a man in your life. Was there something that Tracy offered you that was so appealing, or was there something in you that drew you to Tracy?
I think it would be more of there was something in me that needed to latch on to someone who could take care of me in that time of my life. When my grandmother died, I was in a state of grievance that...
And how old were you when she died?
I was 18.
And tell me about her role in your life.
She was my mother, so I even called her mom.
Mm-hmm.
She was my encourager and my support and my rock. And when she passed away, I just fell apart.
Grief affects people in different ways. Ashley felt all alone in the world and was looking for someone to take care of her. Enter Tracy Humphrey, a personal trainer at her gym.
I wouldn't describe him as handsome, but he had a very nice physique. I was attracted to him at one point, and there was a reason.
So it's kind of physical attraction.
Yes.
Tracy is 36, Ashley only 20. Young women fall for older men all the time, but there can be different reasons for it.
I think that his age I equated with maturity and someone who could take care of me.
To fill that void
Yes.
that was there because of your grandmother's
Yes.
passing?
But I really was charmed by him. He was very, very charming.
Guys like that usually are.
Being charming is part of Tracy Humphrey's MO. But he has a history of violence against women that he keeps from Ashley. And before long, Ashley soon gets to know the real Tracy.
What happened?
He followed me out of the house and struck me.
Oh my goodness.
"20-year-old Ashley has just moved in with 36-year-old Tracy Humphrey after only a few months of dating. Ashley is about to learn that Tracy is not the perfect man she thought he was.
When did Tracy mention Sandy Roso?
It was 3 months after I moved in. And it was a very solemn moment. You know, it was like bedroom pillow talk. And he mentioned that he had a court date for a lady who was making false accusations against him.
Tracy is lying to Ashley. In truth, he is facing a 10-year sentence for raping Sandy. According to Sandy's statement, Tracy held her captive for 36 hours while he viciously beat and violated her.
Did he tell you anything like the truth, like that he had hurt this woman?
No, he denied it. He said that this is a woman that he wanted to end the relationship with, and she was angry at that and wanted to get him back.
What Ashley didn't know at the time was that 6 years earlier, Tracy had spent time in prison for the kidnapping and assault of another woman.
I believed everything he told me.
So the truth actually wasn't going to sway you.
No.
He had a real grip on you.
Yes.
Okay. You let him
Yes.
have a grip on you.
I did.
Okay.
With the court date looming, Tracy thinks his case will be thrown out if there is no victim. He wants Sandy dead, and he wants Ashley to kill her.
At what point did Tracy ask you to kill Sandy?
We had a fight, and he struck me so hard that I woke up on the ground.
Oh my goodness.
The attack doesn't put Ashley off. Instead, she fears she will lose the most important person in her life.
For whatever reason, I decided that I did not want to leave him. I did not want to lose him. I said, I will do this for you.
It was a moment of truth in your life.
Four weeks later, Ashley has Sandy lined up in her sights.
I had stolen a gun from my stepfather. It was a large rifle. I saw her car and I waited for her to get off work. And I attempted to shoot at her from a distance of about 75 to 100 yards.
Ashley misses by a mile. Sandy doesn't even hear a gunshot. She drives away unharmed that night. But Ashley is determined.
I felt mostly indifferent, and I tried not to think of her as a person.
An entity that I must destroy.
Yes, she was the obstacle keeping me from being with the man that I loved.
And as we'll see, Ashley pays the ultimate price for love.
You emptied the gun.
Yes.
After dating for 6 months, Tracy asks Ashley to kill a woman who is pressing charges against him for rape. Her job is to silence the only witness, Tracy's victim, Sandy Roso. Ashley missed on her first attempt, and tensions are high.
We had a huge fight, and I decided that I was going to kill myself.
You didn't want to live anymore. It wasn't just the relationship.
Yes, I was ready to give up. I was
Okay.
ready to die.
Oh, wow.
Ashley leaves Tracy and goes to her mom's house.
Did you tell your mom about everything?
Yes,
And what was her response?
she was crying hysterically. We both were. And
What did she want you to do?
she wanted me to go to the police.
This was Ashley's fork in the road. If she had listened to her mother's advice, she would be free today.
And then there's a knock on the door,
Yes,
and who's on the other side? The big bad wolf.
yes.
And how'd he look?
Horrible. I thought, you know, he really does love me. You know, he's been up all night worried about me. And my mom is crying at the front door.
And you leave with Tracy.
Yes, as she begs for me not to.
Tracy promises her two things. One, she doesn't have to kill Sandy Roso. And two, he wants to spend the rest of his life with her. They marry that week on the 4th of July. But Tracy breaks his promise the day after the wedding.
We were getting ready for work, and he hugged me, you know, before we left out the door to drive to work. And he was like, you know, you have to do it.
Wow.
I was just like, okay.
That evening, Ashley prepares to shoot Sandy Roso. Tracy's plan is for Ashley to dress in disguise.
I have brown contacts, I'm painted black, my hair is in a baseball cap, I have large cargo pants, I have large shoes on, and the .22.
All Tracy's idea.
Yes, and the shoes for, you know, the footprint forensics.
So he put quite a bit of thought into this.
Yes.
Tracy knows he'll be the prime suspect, so he sets up his own alibi. He orders pizza and pays with a credit card.
I almost fell asleep. How bad I wish that I had just fallen asleep. I almost did. And, but I woke up to see her getting in her car. I was calm, and there was a moment where I was like, if it doesn't happen now, he's gonna be so mad.
So you were more concerned about Tracy's anger towards you than the life of this young woman. Strike you as odd?
Yes.
Ashley follows Sandy home from work.
I tried to shoot at her and found that the safety was on. She saw me and started screaming.
She saw you. Okay.
And she was trying to back up. She was trying to get out of the car, and she was panicked, and she couldn't. I shot her window out, and shot her.
You emptied the gun.
Yes.
Tracy told you to do something. What
Yes.
was that?
To look in her eyes. He believed that I would be able to tell if she had passed by the look in her eyes.
And did you look in her eyes?
Yes.
And what did you see?
She was gone.
This is something that's the most monumental event in your life as well as Sandy's. Do you remember what you were thinking?
Empty. Empty. I didn't want to feel anything, and I was doing a good job of it. I was doing my job.
When we return, Ashley tries to make amends.
You know, though, sorry doesn't cut it.
I know.
Tracy Humphrey feared he would be sent to prison for 10 years for sexually assaulting Sandy Roso. So he got his new wife, Ashley, to kill her. Tracy thinks he's pulled off the perfect murder, but Ashley's cell phone records give detectives the break they need. She made calls to Tracy from near Sandy's workplace and home. They're both arrested, and Ashley stands by her man until she discovers a secret.
I found out that he was homosexual.
How did you find out that Tracy was gay?
Through a deposition from his ex-lover, who was also my hairdresser.
So someone swore to it, that he had been
Yes.
Tracy's lover.
Yes.
What did that mean to you?
It just cracked the shell that he was lying about other things as well.
Ashley testifies against Tracy, and they are both found guilty of murder. Tracy gets life. Ashley will spend 25 years behind bars.
Do you think your sentence was fair? You're serving 25 years, you've got 8 of those years behind you?
No, no. I deserve life.
Oh my. You...
It's unlikely that Ashley would have become a killer if she hadn't met Tracy. She was extremely vulnerable, and that was exactly what he was looking for in a woman.
There are millions and millions of young women watching this interview. If you could give them one piece of advice, what would it be?
I have a couple of things. It's okay to read. If he tells you he's an asshole, believe him and leave him. If he hits you, leave and never return. You do not need anybody. You are strong, you are beautiful, you are intelligent. If he makes you feel anything less, leave.
Thank you so much.
Ashley ended one life and threw her own away, all because she thought she needed a man.
Now I want you to imagine that I'm Sandy. What would you like to say to me?
Sorry. and I'm sorry for your daughter. I wish she had a mother.
Sandy had a little girl?
Yes.
You know, though, sorry doesn't cut it.
I know.
Okay. What would you like to say to Sandy's family?
I know you'll never forgive me. I don't expect it, and I don't deserve it. But I am sorry nonetheless.
If you met Ashley outside these walls, you would have no idea that she was even capable of taking a life. She appears to show real remorse. There are lots of men like Tracy Humphrey in the world. Let's hope Ashley's story helps one person spot the signs and run.